Happy first day of May. It's May 1st, Friday, 2020. This is Destiny Topolski. I am recording right now from the inside of my lady cave with my beautiful baby Chester. He will be assisting me today. I just wanted to record a little piece of nostalgia since today is the start of Mental Health Awareness Month. I wanted to share some of the various textbooks and reading materials that I've collected over the years. And this is actually just a little bit. As you can see, I still have quite a few boxes to unpack. But yeah, I just wanted to share that, mental health is such a crucial and vital and just so incredibly important issue that we still need to work on and address and continue to address in the world. Mental health is just as important and vital as physical health. And so I urge you to continue to talk about mental health in your communities, especially now since we're going through the whole coronavirus crisis and we're still in quarantine, and a lot of people are still struggling with mental health, more so than ever. So I just wanted to share, a few of my personal library with you. Right now I'm holding the Handbook of Research Methods in Social and Personality Psychology. A lot of these books I collected when I was in college, finishing my degree in psychology. Still, I have a lot more textbooks. I need, here's my Dictionary of Behavioral Science. Some of these I actually acquired from my dad's husband, Dennis, who actually has his master's, I want to say in social work or some form of psychology. He worked many years with veterans, and he had quite a few textbooks that he didn't want anymore. So I'm like, oh, I will of course take them off of your hands. Thank you very much, Dennis. One aspect of psychology I am specifically passionate about is abnormal psychology. So if I can get my hands on anything involving abnormal psychology, equally as fascinating as abnormal psychology for me is forensic psychology. So I collect textbooks and reading materials all about the criminal justice system and psychology and anything involving forensic psychology. It's one aspect of psychology I'm incredibly passionate about is forensics and normal psychology. It used to be my goal in life to get my doctorate in forensic psychology at least. What I have down here, principles and methods of social research. I really wanted to get my doctorate in forensics psychology, and my desire was to ultimately study the behavioral patterns of known psychopaths and serial killers. Clinical neuroscience. Neuroscience is also, of course, interconnected with mental health and psychology. Hey Chester, how you doing, buddy? It's like, get me out of here. None of this is of any interest. I started another pile down here of other books that I have. Trauma Stewardship, is a good read. Highly recommend it. I learned about trauma stewardship through my current job, Cascadia Behavioral Healthcare. We're all about trauma-informed care and, trying to be trauma-informed as much as possible. I learned about the happiness trap through ACT therapy. It was, oh my goodness. It was a several-week course that I took, group therapy through Kaiser Permanente. If you've never heard of ACT therapy, I highly recommend it. It's just another form of therapy like DBT. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not. Psychology in the legal system, again, forensic psychology, criminal justice system, dictionary of psychopathology, dictionary of forensic psychology, crash course in psychology. I saw this at Barnes & Noble Books, and I just had to get it because I thought it was kind of cute. It has like little chapters, very small chapters about what psychology is and all the different forms of psychology. I just thought it was adorable, so I just had to get it. Another part of my job, besides working in mental health, is one other aspect about mental health that not a lot of people connect with mental health is substance use disorders. And substance use disorders are also interconnected with mental health conditions, and sometimes they're co-occurring. So I picked this up, the Narcotics Anonymous Step Working Guide, and NA, Narcotics Anonymous. A client actually referred me to this reading and told me that it was incredibly helpful for them. So I thought, hey, I should learn more about substance use disorders because it's a big part of the clients that I serve. So I should learn as much as I possibly can about the stuff, the issues, the traumas, the past, the just everything that they've been going through in their life to get them to where they are. Mental health first aid, huge advocate for this. If you've never taken mental health first aid for adults, they have one for adults and one for youth. I highly recommend it. It's a great way to learn more about mental health and to be an advocate for those who are struggling, and tips and tricks on how to support someone in the best way when they are dealing with a mental health crisis. Highly recommend both. If you haven't gone through the classes yet or have even heard about it, I highly recommend looking into mental health first aid. So I just wanted to share a little bit of my private library with you guys. Kind of jumpstart the month right and just show off how much I really love. I mean, this is just a little bit to give you an idea of just how passionate I am about mental health and just the education that goes into learning about psychology and mental health. Here are two huge references. This one is outdated, of course. This is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. This one is out of date, so I recommend getting the DSM-5. This is the current edition, and this is the manual that psychiatrists, psychologists, anyone in the diagnostic field uses to guide them into making, hopefully, the accurate and most efficient you know, diagnosis. Unfortunately, it isn't 100%. There are still a lot of kinks and issues to work out in the DSM. It is a manual, it is a guide, and it gives you an idea of the signs and symptoms to look for when trying to look for the most accurate diagnosis for a mental health condition. So I love this book. Love it. Anything that helps with further my knowledge and my education. I have thought about going back to school. Right now that is not on my priority list because I have so much that I still need to do before I even think about going back to school. But that is on my list of possible things to still accomplish in this life, is going back to school and at least achieving a master's degree, either in social work or some form of counseling, psychology, preferably something that will still continue to allow me to work in forensics. So yeah, I hope you guys are all staying safe out there. I wanted to show off this suicide intervention handbook. Suicide is also something, suicide prevention, I should say, is something I'm deeply passionate about, especially for someone who has lived experience with chronic suicidal ideation and multiple suicide attempts. I have decided to turn my painful past into an advocacy and a positive, positive educational experience, so that way I can, hopefully help somebody else who is currently struggling with suicidal ideation or contemplating dying by suicide. So it's not an easy task. It's a really hard subject to talk about and to get into. So just be patient with yourself and be patient with those around you. Whereas, Megan always said in my peer support specialist training and my peer wellness specialist training, be gentle with yourself and know that it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to struggle, and just, try to do the best that you can. I still have my peer wellness specialist workbook, and I still have my peer support handbook. Never getting rid of those. Those are a treasured addition to my collection. I was hoping to make this brief, but apparently it did not, so please forgive me. Or, this is something that I like to do. Sometimes I like to talk, sometimes I don't. I'm just really excited about it being the start of a new month. Hopefully it'll be a better month than last month, because we could all sure have some more positivity. I don't know about you, but I'm really struggling with the continued issues of the whole coronavirus subject, and I'm ready to restart my life again and get back out there. Okay, well, thanks for listening. And again, please be safe out there. Please take care of your neighbors. Take care of yourselves. And hopefully we'll chat again real soon. Want to say bye, Chester? Want to say bye to the lovely people? Chester says bye. Okay. Bye, everybody.